Alrighty. Welcome back to Demon Slayer Anime Review, episode number 24. And here we are reviewing the 50th episode of Demon Slayer, which is also the 7th episode of the Swordsmith Village arc. Yes, episode 50. Wow. Congratulations, Demon Slayer, for episode 50. Now, fun fact, the last series I reviewed, where I got this particular number, that I can think of was probably Izaran Girls Ninjas. Actually, was fairly recently. That was the most recent one I can think of. I'm thinking, what My Hero? I think My Hero hit it with the third season of the show. This one hit the 50. Excuse me. Wow. Actually, no. I think it may have been during the 4th season of the show. When I reached episode 50, I think so. Yes. Any other show did that? Well, not many of them per se. I know when ReZero did that, but that was 2 years ago. So, but what about Overlord? Overlord did it before I started watching the show. When I binge watched it, I basically binge watched 3 seasons, which were combined to close to basically, let's see, 13 times 3. I think with this season they just wrapped up, the most recent season. I think that one did reach pretty much episode 50. I think it was. Yes, I think it was. So, with this particular episode, they finished adapting chapter 113 and goes right to 115. We do see a brief bit here of the Mist Hashira, where he's still trapped in that giant water vase sent to him by Upper 6. Try to get out, and that's it. The thing itself is only on screen for like 30 seconds, and then pretty much the whole episode is basically Tojiro, Genya, and Nezuko taking on Upper 5th. We're picking up from last time where you have Genya look like, oh, he turned demon. No, he's just perfectly fine. He's just basically very angry. He's also drooling too. And the title of this episode is Arju Kama Hashira. Yes. Which is something Genya says to Tojiro, and Tojiro says the same thing to Genya. Also, he gets Nezuko out for a trap. She was trapping some wood. So he uses the burning sword she set on fire last episode to slice in half. And they basically try to find a way to deal with these 4. And of course, they think, oh, think it's 4 demons are done? No, because it's the 5th demon. And Tojiro finds him, sends Genya after him, and after a little busy, of course, to keep busy with their demons, and Nezuko wants to get stabbed by one of the demons, they find it, and Upper 5th is tiny. Yes, he's basically about this size. And of course, he tries to slice in half, and his sword breaks. Try shooting it, nope, doesn't work. And then of course they have one of the demons trying to hit him with his lightning attack, but luck up to Tojiro basically comes along, and well, then he confronts the demon, and then we left off that cliffhanger with him chasing after the demon. Yeah, this was a very interesting episode. We're definitely progressing this fight. Seems as though it's like, okay, let's fight the same 4 characters over again, even though we just killed them off last episode. Oh, because they're regenerating as demons. But we're not done there. There's also a flashback in this episode. Yes, there is a flashback to Genya's childhood. We'll explore his backstory in this episode. Of course, he's also, when he's about to get stabbed by the lightning one, where he has a flashback when he was younger, where he thinks about his brother, who is the Wind Hashira. Yeah. And it was pointed out by Tojiro at the start of the arc when he met with, yeah, you're the Wind Hashira's younger brother, and he didn't want to talk about it. So, in the flashback, they do a little backstory on their parents. Now, his parents, not much is known about his father. His mother, in fact, is she who was very tiny. She grew up pretty early. Married her future husband at some point, and then apparently had about 8 kids. Actually, I think it was like 4, 5. Actually, it was 7 kids. Yes. And from the look of it, it looks like almost all of them were boys. Yeah. Also, Genya's father was abusive. Not only to his mother, but also his siblings. She basically shielded her children from his abuse. And then it's later, oh yeah, he got stabbed in some back alley. He's dead. Which, according to them, they are very happy to see him go. And it's also pointed out, though, the mother never sleeps. It's not exactly revealed exactly why she doesn't sleep. And at one point, she doesn't go to sleep with the kids, and then of course his Genia's brother goes looking for her, and then all of a sudden this weird creature shows up, kills the other kids. Yes, kills them, not beheads them, just slits their throat. And it's like it was a wolf creature. And next morning, it's revealed that Genia's brother has murdered their mother. Because it turns out she was turned into a demon. When did this happen? Don't know. I think it's not explained. Of course, Genia calls his brother murder. And apparently they resolve their issues off screen, where they basically have to look out for each other. And of course, move to another town. And that's the flashback for you. It's a very quick flashback. It's a very tragic flashback, mind you. Yes. It is shocking, to see a demon kill kids. But I'm glad the fact it's not grotesque. It's not like ripping heads off. It's more like basically slitting throats. It's very quick. And the bodies are not shown on screen very long, which I do appreciate. Of course, these are not babies. These kids look like they're, from look at them, I'd say pretty young. I'd say these kids are presumably about probably between the ages of 6 and 8. Genya is probably 12 or 13 at this point. His brother looks like he's practically a teenager. Not really known exactly how far back this is. I don't think it's 10 years per se. No, I think it's more like maybe 5 years prior. But it's not explicitly stated exactly how far back this is. But I do think it's interesting though. Oh, by the way, he also gets wounded in this thing. I noticed in the manga too, he gets wounded by this laser spear, which blows holes in him, which should freaking kill him. Oh, but I was rereading the chapter that happens next. He's alive, somehow completely regenerated. Yes, apparently he can regenerate. A demon slayer can regenerate. Yeah, this I think is quite weird. I hope at some point they explain this, because I even read the manga, I kind of forgot how this is explained, but damn. But in case you're curious though, how many more chapters to be adapted for this particular arc? There is roughly 13 chapters left. I believe so. I think it's 13. Excuse me. No, it's actually 12 chapters. So, yeah, we're probably going to get this wrapped up in, based off what we got with this episode. I'd say we probably got about 6 more episodes left to go. I'm guessing that we're going to wrap this up by episode 56. If I were the studio who makes this show, I would also take time to adapt the Hashira training arc, which it's really short. It is like, and if you're really curious though, the arc itself is not very long. How long is it, you might ask? It is roughly 9 chapters. Yeah, 9 chapters. So you're probably thinking, okay, so this can resolve in about 3 to 4 episodes. Yeah, that would basically make sense. Yeah. So, I would probably suggest Ubisoft, the one who makes this series, please adapt the Hashira training arc too, because it's really short. You can still do the 3rd season if you want to. You can basically do this as your second half of the season and have your final season of the show cover the final arc of the series, which is really long. It is... Okay, if you are really curious though, how long is the final arc of the entire series? The answer is 70 chapters. Yep, 70 chapters. But there's 2 sub-arcs. They probably do the first half. They probably split in half to the first half, basically, where it's like, I think it's like about 60. No, it's more like I think it's like, when we look at this, I think it's like 47 chapters. And as for the conclusion part, that's kind of shorter, roughly about 22 chapters. So I would not be surprised though if basically they actually had the final battle arc. If that is basically done as a split season, I think that'd be a smart move. Yes, but it all depends upon exactly what exactly happens next. I mean, I'm still hoping for it, but all depends on the studio. Okay, so that's episode of you. Next episode will be Comic Corner, and it's on to 8 and 0. Okay, next video. Bye.